Hello everyone, welcome back to another trade recap. Today is the 7th of November 2025. I did not get a chance to upload yesterday, so I will be going over yesterday's price action as well as today's. So, yesterday's price action looked like this. On the higher time frame, we were pretty bullish as we had a bearish SMT right here, whilst disrespecting bearish gaps, disrespecting bullish gaps and respecting bearish gaps. Now, let's look at the low time frame. So on the low time frame, as I said, we have this SMT with lots of targets below and the final target being previous day low. Um, at market open, we did just dump. We didn't do anything. I did think that if we went to Asia lows, we could see some sort of bullish retracement back to a 5 or 15 minute unmitigated gap. We did not get that at all, so we just end up dumping, dumping, dumping. And then on the lower time frame, sorry, not on the lower time frame, on my execution time frame, I saw that we left equal lows. Yesterday was just an equal lows day, like so many equal lows were left as well. Uh, I mean, on NQ and as well on ES. So we have these almost to the tick equal lows. You could have taken this 5 minute bearish fair value gap with entering off of this 4 minute IFVG with your stop loss being at the candle high, or sorry, the candle body high, with TP being at a 1-to-1. I didn't take this just because my main target was this, and I wasn't sure whether we would get this. But yeah, the the close when you get closes like this, and we're relatively close to your draw, I just, if you're really that confident that we're going to go to this draw on liquidity, then sure, I mean, take it. But for me, these were my main draws on liquidity for the day. We also had a bearish SMT. But yeah, so that was yesterday. On the high time frame, let's go on the 4 hour. We were pretty bullish. We had an SMT at these highs. Let me just mark this out. SMT, there we go. So we had an SMT at these highs, and we were just again dumping, the same as yesterday. We were respecting bearish and disrespecting bullish. We had multiple targets with this 4 hour low and this 4 hour intermediate low, as we can see for here. And this was the lowest that I wanted price to go for the day. That was like my main target because then we have these high resistance lows here, which I really don't want to target because obviously I want to target low resistance liquidity with high resistance liquidity being at my stop loss, right? So on the 50-minute time frame, I did notice that we did generate these internal highs before market open, which again, I could change my bias if we reacted off of these lows. Um, these were again like sort of high resistance lows, but if I saw price react off of them, then that could indicate a strong reversal sign, at least retracing back to some sort of inefficiency as this 50-minute fair value gap or this um, premium 5 minute. So let's look at market open. Market open right here, right on this candle. I wanted at least a sweep of this because we already had a 4 hour bullish SMT, um, which was enough for me. Um, but again, obviously, we didn't get anything, no 5 minute continuation, nothing, so we just dumped to these lows. We had a bullish SMT with like all the way down here with these, I'll just move it, with these 4 hour lows, and I don't know why it's not doing it. Okay. Um, and again, that was enough for me to take this. We did end up sort of chopping after we traded into that level. This is an inverse, but it's not in the manipulation leg, and yeah, you really shouldn't take this. We do end up trading into a 5 minute. However, we do end up making a 15 minute, which was a pretty solid target as at 10 a.m. open, we did move lower, marking a opening low, high close. So we did sweep out this all resistance liquidity right here. Um, and then we end up inversing the highest time frame of the leg, which is a 5 minute. I end up putting my entering off of this with my this target was at least 15-minute intermediate highs with low resistance liquidity leading up to those highs. And my stop loss was at around, so no, wrong way, 60% of the wick, as this was a pretty large wick. And if when I trade these types of inversions with large wicks, I like to put my stop loss at the uh, CE or below CE of the wick, just to use that wick, like all of the wick, if that makes sense. You could also just have it at this low, which would be a 1-to-1 anyway. But again, I didn't take that. My break even was at the 15-minute fair value gap, since I could see a reversal out of it. Sorry, I'll just put it on the 5-minute time frame. Um, Again, we had that 15-minute on ES as well, and I went break even as soon as we traded into that 15-minute, as obviously an SMT between these assets can lead to losses that you normally wouldn't take if you did see those SMTs. We did end up creating equal highs, which I could see for longs, like some sort of 5-minute continuation. I'll just put it this way. With this BPR, I guess, 5-minute continuation. You could, again, I wouldn't, but someone could have entered off of this. But to me, since we already inversed that 5-minute, there's no need for it to come any higher. Um, Especially with this close. I mean, you do get displacement here, but these two candles, like large wick, and then this candle is sort of, it indicates just hesitation, and I talked about that in the previous video. Um, Again, I would not take this, so just if anyone took this, just this is my opinion on it. And then the rest of the day, we just kind of doing nothing much except trading into this 4-hour low. Um, Again, it's after 11, so no trades for me. But yeah, I ended up making, again, this is paper trading, so don't trip out. It's not on funded accounts. About $11 because of spread, probably. We did go break even. Um, but yeah, that is today's trade recap for the day. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you probably on Monday. I might make some sort of strategy video or psychology video on the weekend. We will see. But yeah, that's it for today.